You know, something that's really stood out to me this week is about the leader's edge. To all you fellow transformational leaders out there, I want to talk to you about your edge. This is something that's really been speaking to me this week, something that I've really been thinking about this week, meditating on this week, is just what is my edge? And am I living my edge? Leaders need to know, understand, live, and flow in their edge. That thing that makes them unique, that uniqueness, that differentiation about who they really are. What is your edge? What is your uniqueness? What differentiates you? You see, your edge, number one, serves a purpose. It doesn't serve you. It serves a purpose. It serves the world. It serves what's happening around you, the people that in your world, the people that you lead, the people that you influence and impact. So your edge serves them. Secondly, you got to understand is that your edge is unique to you. It gives value to your world. It gives value to your world. It's not something that you use to glorify you. It doesn't pump you up. It's not there to elevate. Your edge is not there to elevate you. Your edge is there to serve a purpose, and secondly, to give value to others. That's what an edge is. An edge gives value to others. The third thing about it is that an edge, and I can't remember the third one. It just left me now. But anyway, so an edge is your uniqueness, it's your talent, it's your skills, your abilities, your gifting. And that's the third one. Your edge. People are drawn to your edge. They're not drawn to you. They're not drawn to how wonderful a personality you are. As you serve your edge to the world, as you serve your uniqueness, as you serve your gifting to the world that you've developed, the world is drawn to your gifting. They're drawn to that gift that's in you. And that gift is what brings transformation to their life. That's what they're drawn to. And you got to understand that they come to your gift because of your gifting. When you stop developing your gift and stop giving your gift, people leave. And we need to understand that they come for the gifting. They come for that uniqueness. And I want to ask you tonight is that, have you discovered your gifting? Have you discovered your uniqueness? What is it that you're serving the world? What is it that makes you, not some space cadet, but what makes you stand out from everybody else as you? What makes you different from everybody else? Because that's the value that you give. So what is the gift that you give? What is the gift that you serve? What is it that about you that people are drawn to? What is it about you that really, because that's what fashions your strategy moving forward. That's what moves your plan, your life plan moving forward as a leader. That's what your strategic leadership is about, is really about that gifting, how you develop that gift and how you serve that gift. And what is the outcome of the transformation, how you reach that transformation. So many leaders have never discovered their gift. And your leadership begins when you do discover, develop, and begin to flow in your gift. When you begin to serve that gift. But you can't serve what you don't know. You can't develop what you're not aware of. And so it takes time to sometimes just sit down and think about it. And that's really the journey. I mean, I'm very aware of my gifting and my ability and my uniqueness. But you know, the question that I began to ask myself this week is, Sean, how much are you living that uniqueness? How much are you serving that uniqueness? Are you serving it in the right way, in the right place, to the right people? And that is a question that you need to ask yourself. The second thing you also need to ask yourself is, have you lost your uniqueness? Have you lost your unique ability, that strength that is really you, that thing that just motivates you, inspires you, that really just gives you that sense of significance and accomplishment? Have you lost yours? Maybe you've experienced some disappointment, some disillusionment. Maybe you've gone through a difficult time, and so suddenly, that whole thing is put on the back burner, and you've decided just to become average. You've decided just to, float along, and you need to go back to starting to rediscover, reignite. It's tough. It's not an easy thing. It took me a number of years after a serious crisis, leadership crisis that I went through. I just put it on the back burner, and I thought that my gifting was in another area and I would push that area, etc., etc., but I soon discovered that I'm not making any impact. I'm not bringing transformation. Only when and it was like by default, nearly, as I started speaking to people again, started working with people, I discovered this is who I am. This is what I do. This is what's unique about me. I don't make excuses for that uniqueness, that gifting. That is me. That's what I do. And so it's important. One, you either need to discover your gift or your uniqueness, or number two, you need to rediscover, renew, refresh your unique gifting and your uniqueness again of who you really are. And you say, well, I don't have one. Well, if you have a purpose, you do. You're always equipped with a talent, a skill, an ability, a strength, a gifting, a charisma that equips you to fulfill a purpose and a mission in this life. So I want to encourage you to really begin to think about your uniqueness and your strength again, your gifting. What is it that you bring to the world? And begin to develop, rediscover, renew, refresh, refocus, and build priorities around it. And ask yourself, really take the time. That's this week, and I think it's going to be for the next couple of weeks. I'm really thinking about that, is what, where, who, how, what is the platform, so how does God want me to deliver my gift, my uniqueness to the world that I'm supposed to reach, the world that I can make the biggest impact. You're a transformational leader. You have a uniqueness. You have a unique ability, and I'm not talking about being sort of the beautiful mind, a superstar mathematician or something like that. Just there's something about you that is, you haven't discovered, or you did discover and it's just gone to sleep. And you need to just reawaken and begin to develop that. When you take a seed has a tree in it, but you don't see the tree, you see the seed. The seed has to go into the ground. It has to go through the whole process of being consumed. It has to nearly die. And then suddenly this tree breaks out and bears fruit, and the people come and eat the fruit. Not the tree. They eat the fruit. And so, that's you. That's your gift. That's your uniqueness. It's just a seed right now. You might not be able to see it. You got to get it in the ground and let it grow. Maybe it is, but it's died. Maybe you just need to prune it back, or maybe it's pruned back. Give it some water. The stump in the ground will not die. Give it some water. Begin to feed it a little bit, and it'll start shooting, and you'll begin to bear fruit in the right time.